How is the desk job?
I'll let you know when I crawl out from under it.
DCI gone out?
Area tasking. Susie Cross put together a collection plan on some recent robberies. The DCI is bidding for help with surveillance.
Oh, Croft will be lucky. DAC's hot on Bumblebee this week.
No, it's an area-wide operation she's identified, plus there's a drugs connection.
Might make him prick up his ears then.
How about that shopkeeper opposite her flats? What's his name? Freeman? He's helped out before.
Freeman? He never stops talking.
Well, it's a roof over our heads. Do you want coffee?
Yeah, 3 shillings. Look, I still don't see the point. My snout gave it 2 to 1 that it was that pimp, Barry H., selling her the gear.
Well, I'm with your snout. But Mom's obviously not the betting type.
Where's Alistair?
That all-day meeting at the Hive, sir. Sorry, Mum.
DS Greg's phone, D.I. Johnson speaking.
Oi.
Alcott Arms, Hoxton Road. OK, let MP and our units know we're on our way. Robbery in progress. Suspect still on the plot. Uniforms already assigned. Keys?
Could be one for my collection plan, Gus.
Not you, Tosh. You and Jim stick with Williams. Where's Joe?
Downstairs with Donna on that arson case.
OK, mind the shop till she's back, Jim. And can you bleep the DCI? Let him know.
Yes, Mum.
How far's the location, Danny?
About 3 minutes if we step on it.
Bring it round the front. Hi, any chance of a spare radio?
I'll have a look, Mum. It's your lucky day.
Right.
No report of firearms at the scene, MC. If we need any assistance...
It's one of mine, they'll be out of there in a second, Gov.
What's your location, Steve? Away, Sarge. Nearly there.
Where's the area car? We're going to lose these people.
Yep.
Oh, come on.
It looks really bad.
Take it easy. On the scene now, Sarge. We've got a man down on the ground.
Jules, we've just arrived. Thanks, Sarge, 2 males, black bike, leather jackets, turning left onto the A12. Area car in pursuit.
MP from Sierra 1. No trace immediate vicinity. We'll walk south. Receive Sierra 1.
Okay, Susie, get up onto the main road. If there's a description, index number, anything, I want it now so we can get something out over the air. Which one's Steve? Right, Alan, check with the other uniforms and onlookers. Let me know ASAP if you get anything useful.
All right.
Hi, Steve. How is he?
Not good, Mum. Looks like a puncture wound, possible broken ribs.
Not up for an interview. So, what have we got?
2 blokes demanded the takings and took off.
Descriptions?
Well, one had the happy bag, the other had a commando knife. But they were head-to-toe in bike gear, helmets a lot.
No other witnesses?
The barmaid, but I don't think she's going to be a lot of use to you.
Right, so who made the call?
Manager's wife, she's inside.
Okay, anything for forensic?
No, well, we've had a look around, but nothing.
Great, now tell me the good news.
I can't see Sharon setting up deals on the side without the pimp knowing.
Nah, no way. Barry's got locked up in that flat half the time. Anyway, how's she going to connect with that quantity of sulfates?
Up to you.
Mr. Freeman.
All right.
Get a bag of these.
Yeah, have it on the house.
And then Bob came up from the cellar. And I heard Bob scream. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, you're being very helpful.
You're doing fine. Excuse me. Nothing?
Zilch. Must have been in and out inside a few minutes, Mum. Anything from the girl?
No. They threatened to slice her face if she took an interest.
Oh, nice.
She did the sensible thing. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's got all the hallmarks.
Meddler and his gang?
Not a lot there, Gov. The manager got a band in last night, so we got more cash than usual. About 1,800, he reckons. So our wife was upstairs, heard it going on, called 999, and the cellar man had just taken a delivery. He must have spotted them and tried to play the hero.
Unlucky. Tony, any sign of the bike?
No, Mum. MP's circulating description.
Hide into nothing without the index number unless someone falls over them.
They've probably changed vehicles by now anyway, Mum.
She's just gone off, Mum. Uniform want to know if they can get off as well.
Okay, Danny, you can drop us off and get to the hospital. Polly can take Trina back in the RT car. Okay, let's wrap it up here and get back to the Nick.
But the point is, Gov, I had a feeling about the Alcott Arms.
Second sight, was it?
I was looking over the schedule again this morning. Now, with 30-odd offences, it took me a while to spot it. If you isolate the cash snatches, this pattern starts to emerge.
Susie, there was a call from FID, but it was no one in the office. They're going to call you back later.
Cheers, Sarge.
Tell me about the pattern.
Right, the robberies have occurred all over the area in the last year or so. Now, Meddler and his gang will go for anything. And the cash snatches all happen in clusters, a couple of months apart, all in the same sort of places.
So what does that tell you?
Tony Meddler's from Suffolk originally, got done on intent to supply up there. So the timing could relate to wherever they camped at any one time.
Won't make them any easier to find.
Yeah, I know, Gov. But if they stick to the pattern, I might be able to spot where their next target will be.
Definitely need your crystal ball for that one.
See you later.
Should I check the bike with the beat officers, see if they've seen anything?
Good idea.
I get them occasionally.
Gov, have you had a chance to look at that arson case yet? Yes, I have. Joe, come into my office. I wanted a word.
Sarge?
I've talked to them, Susie.
Thanks, sir.
They're very impressed with the work you've done, and their DI's keen to help, but he's got another 10 days on Bumblebee.
Well, 10 days could be 10 more robberies, sir. We just got back from another one.
He'll contact us as soon as the burglary surveillance is over. That's all we can do right now.
Okay. Thanks anyway.
It's not wasted, Susie.
All we need is a few extra bodies, sir.
Tell me about it. I'll let you know as soon as he contacts us.
He told you he saw flames, but the fire officer's report only mentions extensive damage from carpets in the hall. You know how that looks. A lot of smoke, not a lot of fire.
I didn't check.
You made an assumption. I'm not saying he's an arsonist, but being a victim doesn't make him Mr. Clean either. Find out what he really saw. Is it a yes?
I'll get him back in then.
I would. They knock it back.
I'm in the queue, apparently.
Did you tell the DCI what you told me?
So what do you reckon then? She's very keen and tasty. Oh, I hadn't noticed.
You keeping up, Alan?
What with?
Magic Johnson?
What, our leader?
She's only interested in the girls.
Oh, well, it's just my luck then.
Her and Susie had been in the huddle half the morning over this plan, then Joe just now.
They stick together, don't they? Typical of the species.
Yeah, she keeps up the overdrive, she's going to fly into a wall.
Might do her good.
Sprog inspectors.
She'll have been on a lot of very useful courses.
Listen to it. Yesterday's men.
And she's tomorrow's woman, is she?
So Meddler and his mates are NFA, yeah? Well, if they're on the move, you've got no chance unless you get help from tasking, Sally.
I think we should take that decision, if appropriate, after we've heard her ideas, sir. 18 offences from the schedule, occurring in 4 clusters over the time period we're looking at. All cash snatches from similar soft targets. Susie?
Right. Well, so far, I've only looked at the first 2 groups, but you can't miss it. They're all small public events. They even go back to the same venue for a second bite. Takings from pubs and clubs with a band on, fairs, gate money from charity events, cinemas showing a new film. And so far, every incident in these 2 groups has been well publicised.
So they're using the local rag as a menu?
Yeah, that's right, sir. That means so can we. Now, they'll move on quickly, but while they're on a run, we've got a good chance of anticipating their movements and getting there first.
I'd like to prioritise Susie's plan, give it a real push for a few days.
Who have you got available?
Danny and Alan, me and Susie, and Joe if we need extra hands.
Right. Well, stick with it for a couple of days, see what you can turn up.
Thanks, sir. How's the hospital?
Full of sick people, Gov. No, the cellar man's still out of it.
Sally, when you got a minute, my office.
Okay, sir. Oh, Alan, Joe, we're going to pick up on Susie's plan, so I'd like her to fill you and Danny in. I'd like Susie to get us started. Useful experience for her. Okay with you?
Yeah, fine, Gov, yeah.
I'll be with you in a minute. Any luck with the OP, Tosh?
Yeah, the roof opposite. We've just come back to get the logbook and some sandwiches.
I'll get the DS to do the formalities. But I'm your flavour of the month, eh?
That's a job.
Oh, Jim, have you got onto SO3 for a photographer yet?
Well, I thought we'd take a quiet look first, assess the situation.
Okay. Take a radio, keep me informed, and I'll come and see you later.
I like the look of your new recruit, Jack.
Bit more throttle than brake, maybe.
You mean she's young and enthusiastic? She'll learn.
Either that or she'll fall out over tea and I'll have to clean up the mess.
Look, I'm after your permission to exploit her for community liaison, actually.
Sounds illegal, Derek.
Thought she might give us the edge at this lay visitors meeting next week. Frightening bunch of females.
You find your own PR girl, mate. I want to keep her close to base for now.
Yeah, I bet you do.
How long? 65 minutes.
So... Hello, she's got a visitor. Now, is he a punter?
White powders or pleasures of the flesh?
Let's see how long he takes. red jacket's back again. What's snogging?
You must have got a bargain.
Hey. It's my man, Barry H. He's got a bag with him. Let's give him a spin.
No, it's not in the brief.
My madam wants proof on the supplies at the door. What's proof? Oh, come on, Tosh. He'll be doshing out in 30 seconds. Look, you can get them both. That's good enough for me.
Are you serious?
Are you coming? What about the radio? Look, suspects on the premises. There's no time. Anyway, what's she gonna do?
Make our lives miserable.
Look, I'm using my initiative.
Cobblers, mate, you're pushing our luck.
All in good time, Sharon.
I know my rights.
Look, I'll deal with this. You go and tell the boss.
What, Medler didn't have any...
Car boot sale, high school field, Saturday.
That'd be a new one.
Not that much cash around, is there?
Well, the entrance money would be useful. £5 a car, and you get 300 if it's not raining.
Put it down,
the other
Daddy.
dates?
Comedy cabaret to Riff Raff? Comedy cabaret to Riff Raff?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's great. Thanks.
What did FIB say, Susie?
RCS drugs arm picked Medler up in Lowestoft 2 days ago with a known trafficker they've been looking at. Released after questioning.
You get a lot of gear coming in there, you know, on the East Coast.
Yeah. I just spoke to the local LIO. They reckon Medler's bought off this bloke the last 3 times he's landed. Timing fits our pattern nicely.
Oh, come back for your thermals, Jim.
I've got Sharon Williams in custody.
The dealer?
Done a runner.
Oh, naughty boy.
Governor's not going to like it.
Well, that's her problem. Who's this?
That's our boy from Lowestoft.
Suffolk.
Only link we got with the robberies.
Can't believe it.
Is he familiar? Do you know him, Jim?
Have we had a sighting?
I might have seen this bloke before, Mum. Well, someone like him turned up at Williams earlier on.
Great. And Toshi's still there?
No, Gov, he's booking Williams in downstairs.
What about the supplier?
Well, Barry H for sure took off through the back window. Look, we got the gear, though.
And Williams is admitting she bought it off him, is she?
Well, we haven't interviewed her yet. Well, not so far.
What about Medler?
He was only there for a minute. I thought he was a mate.
OK, I want you and Tosh to interview her as soon as she's booked in.
Fine.
We're looking at possible targets for their next robbery tonight, so you've got a couple of hours to persuade her to tell you where chum Medler and his mates are going to strike next.
Well, that's not gonna...
Don't come home without it.
I don't want to be left in here to rot for hours like last time.
That's your decision. I'll be back soon. What's the damage?
Took it like a man. How's Sharon?
Don't see her coming across without a struggle, then.
Well, we can forget about that. There's someone else in the frame.
So much for your snout.
6 possibles over the next few days. We can't be at all of them, so let's eliminate outsiders.
Well, they're definitely creatures of habit, so in theory we could take out anything they haven't gone for before.
Good point.
So that's the car boot sale out then.
Well, what about exit routes? I mean, all these recent incidents have been easy getaways, main roads.
Yeah, you're right, Sarge. So forget the disco, clubs at the bottom of a cul-de-sac, and the riff-raff, wrong side of the railway bridge.
What's left?
There's a horror film starts at the Ritzy tonight. A band on at the Drover, that's tonight as well. There's an ice hockey match, that's tomorrow. And there's something meant to be on at the Alcott Arms.
Oh, no, that well could be cancelled after this morning.
Alan, would you check?
Will do.
Susie, what do you think? You've done the research.
What, a guess?
An informed opinion.
Cinema.
Why?
Well, they'll take the easiest option for the best return. Ice rink's got in-house security. Pub will bring him in less cash. Cinema's the softest target.
They'll have some student counting the money at the end of the night.
Alan?
Well, that sounds logical. Hang on. Oh, right, OK. Yeah, thanks. No, it's on. Cheers. Yeah, it's off at the Alcott Arms.
OK, let's get off our backsides and check out the other 3.
The Drover and the ice rink are off our ground, Gov.
We'll be discreet then. 5:30. I personally think...
Sorry, have you got a minute?
Yeah, you all know what you're doing, yeah? See you later.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir, you wanted a word.
It's no problem. Just take a seat. So, how you getting on with the troops? Okay.
Some. I make some of them uncomfortable, is my guess.
I think I can work out who they are.
I wanted a word anyway, sir. It's about Susie's plan. I think we're onto them.
That's fast work.
We've got a probable target, goes off tonight.
What do you want to do?
Nick them, sir. All I need's the overtime.
Now, is that the DI talking or the DS?
So?
Well, you're a high-quality officer with a good nose for police work, but what you're not anymore is one of the lads. You know what I'm saying, Sally?
This isn't just a punt, sir. I think we can get a result.
Now, that's your decision. I'm not here to change your style or your enthusiasm for the job. But as of now, you're a governor, which means more responsibility, but it also means more ways of tripping yourself up.
Are you telling me to back off, sir?
The odd drink on a Friday night, that's fine. Developing your people, that's great. But you have to keep a distance. And the troops have to learn to respect it. Or they'll be all over you. The moaners, the skivers, the overtime bandits. And so will the job.
I didn't get it off Barry. He doesn't do drugs.
So what's the name of your supplier then, Sharon? Oh, come on. All this stuff didn't arrive by carrier pigeon, did it? What about your mate, Mr. Grateful Dead?
What?
Tony Medler.
Who's he?
It's your friend with the chains.
Get lost.
Come on, we saw Tony Medler coming out your flat this afternoon, Sharon.
I know him, so what? We were neighbours back home. He takes me out when he's in town.
Travels for his work?
Self-employed, I don't know. Some tree surgeon or something. Got a fag.
So where are you going then?
What?
On your date with Tony?
Clubbing. Look, why are you asking me all these stupid questions?
Well, you're banged up for now. He'll think you've stood him up.
It's not tonight. He's busy. It's tomorrow.
Oh, so he's out with the lads then?
I need a fag.
Or another girlfriend.
He's going to the pictures, all right? Some stupid horror film. Look, I want another cup of tea and a packet of fags. Am I going to get them?
Interview suspended at 15:56 for refreshments.
Has she come across on the supply yet?
Not yet. It does look like Medler, though, from the reaction.
You'll have to keep trying.
Custody sergeant will want some reason to keep her.
I'll sort it. In my office, gentlemen, please. Hi, Ian, yeah, it's Johnson ringing about Williams and cell 2.
What's she gonna do?
Have a chat.
Send us to the headmaster.
Okay. It's clear the air time.
If I overstep the mark, Ma'am...
Can leave out the ma'am bit, Jim, and the meaningless apologies. You were running the elbow. If missing the dealer made you look like a prat, it's not my problem.
OK, then.
I want to know what's bugging you two. Tosh?
I haven't got a problem.
Leave it out. I'm the Sprog inspector. Getting stick for it more or less comes with the job. So, let's hear it.
You're new, Gov. You turn up with this hands-on attitude. Well, maybe it looks like you don't appreciate what goes on here. I just want to get on with the job and go home. It's as simple as that, Gov.
Fair enough. What I want is a team of straight-up people I can work with. What I don't need is a couple of snidey jobsworths.
Well, I don't think that's fair.
First impressions can be dangerous, yeah? So why don't we all take another look? In the meantime, if you've got a problem with me, I want to hear about it. I do not want to feel it leaking out of the filing cabinets. Is that understood?
Yes, Gov.
Tosh?
Crystal clear.
Right. Who's into horror films?
All units from DI, a final reminder, people. Our suspects are violent and dangerous, so think before you dive in. And don't go to sleep on me either.
Not much chance of that, Gov. Too scared.
Second thoughts?
No.
Well, you'll get brownie points anyway if it comes off.
Yeah. What do I get if it doesn't?
Phil,
Hi, 2 for screen 2, please.
that's £8, please.
I paid last time.
Thanks.
Popcorn?
Chocolate.
Pound, please.
So.
Screen 2, just about to start.
Thank you.
Hold it, Gov.
Where you come from? Police, mate. Go inside. Nothing to worry about.
Danny's in, Gov.
What's our friend doing?
He's just talking.
Tosh, what's happening?
2 on the clock, Gov. Arrived just after you did. One's in, the other one's on his way.
Front or back?
Front. He's coming in now.
All units at the front, ready to move in on my signal, quick as you can.
Well, Danny's got his ticket and he's going upstairs.
You ready?
Give him the money! Come on! Come on!
Okay, move it now!
Police, stop! Get back!
All right, Gov.
Oh, yeah, never been better.
Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Tiny meddler, Gov.
Pleasure's all mine. Danny, do him their rights. Susie, secure the weapons.
You're both being arrested for robbery.
Jim, tell uniform, we'll deal.
You don't have to
Nice job, Gov.
Oh, down to Susie.
No, you stuck your neck out, Gov.
What are you talking about? You told me this was a sure bet.
Move it. You've got me and Tosh all wrong, Gov.
So that makes us quits.
We'll see.
Bit out of your league, isn't it, Tom?
I don't know nothing about it, Mr. Lyons.
No? You don't just happen to have a sawn-off shotgun lying around your house?
I've never seen it before.
It was in your house.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe it was left by the last person who lived there.
I thought you've lived in that house for the last 40 years.
Yeah? Yeah. Well, I don't understand it.
Why was this gun in your house?
I swear, I don't know.
Who sawed the barrels off it? Mr. Bailey has just shrugged. OK, right. Well, let's talk about the fire at your house, number 156 Pitsanger Street. How did it occur?
Couldn't say.
A bottle of brandy and an open cigarette lighter were found at the seat of the fire. How did they get there? Well, were they yours?
Yeah. Well, see, I was having a fag and a drink. Then I went out for a pee, and I must have kicked the bottle over. When I come back, whoosh, whole place was going up.
And you didn't even notice that you knocked the bottle over?
No.
And where was the cigarette?
In the ashtray. Must have rolled out.
Come off it, Tom. You told our inspector you'd packed up smoking and drinking. Now you tell us you're having a drink and a fag. You also apparently know nothing about a sawn-off shotgun found in your house. Do me a favour. Interview terminated at 15:18. You're going back to the cells until I find some answers.
So you reckon it was an accident, do you?
It's usually down to some silly so-and-so having a nightcap and a cigarette and then falling asleep. That's the most common cause.
At this time of day?
I'm sorry, I'm not an expert on people's sleeping habits. I just speak as I find.
Sure. Do you mind if we look round?
Yeah, no problem. Try not to tramp around too much.
Will do. Tar.
Narika, have we attended any house fires today?
Oh, yeah, Pitsanger Street, number 156. Bedroom fire.
Sounds like the one.
Tosh,
Yeah, what?
car aerials. Bailey got a motor, has he?
Not that I know of. Well, they're no good anyway. They've been broken off. No good for anything.
Colourful character, is he? The occupant?
Not so you notice, no.
Wow. There's a coincidence.
Either Bailey's turned into a crackhead, or he's had some friends round.
I think I might know who. A Tom called Claudia Morris. She's one of my snouts. I'm almost certain she got burnt in that fire.
Is she a crack user?
She's a Tom.
What would she be doing at Bailey's house?
The obvious.
No, not Thomas. Always been very close to his mother, if you know what I mean.
So what's the score on this fire?
Well, apparently it was an accident. An open brandy bottle and a lighter were found at the seat of the fire.
And the nest?
Same place.
You know when you're smoking crack in a jar, there's always some residue of crack left on the glass, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Well, rather than waste any, you do washback.
Swirl the dregs with a spirit, then smoke it.
Yeah, right. But sometimes when you go to light it, the spirit flares up in your face. Well, Claudia's burns at her face and neck.
Do you know a prostitute called Claudia Morris?
No.
We think she might have got burnt in the fire at your house.
No, impossible. I was on my own.
You could be facing drug charges and destroying property with intent to endanger life.
Hang on. I ain't no druggie. I wouldn't set fire to my own house, would I?
Who knows? And then there's a gun. We're going to send this away for forensic tests to establish whether it's been used in any crimes.
What crimes?
Armed robberies? Attempted murders? Murders. You tell us.
Oh, hold on. What are you trying to do?
Get to the truth, Thomas. You're involved in very serious crime. Far more serious than your usual thieving antics. So I suggest you tell us what you know.
Do I get protection then?
Even you're protected by the law.
Right then, well, it's this bloke. He come round my place and demanded to stay, him and this girl.
Why'd you let him?
Well, a few weeks ago I was playing poker down the Broken House Hotel. I lost all my money. I ended up owing him 180 quid.
Did he threaten you?
Not half. He came round a few nights ago, said if I don't pay him there and then, he's going to blow me head off. He had that under his jacket.
The suspect is indicating exhibit number AM1.
The deal was, he'd leave me alone if him and the girl could stay at my place for a week or two.
Did he say why?
No. I didn't know what he's up to. There's a load of people coming in and out, and a mobile phone thing going all the time. I didn't ask no questions. I just washed a few clothes for them, did a bit of shopping, that's it. I kept well out of the way.
Were the man and woman in the house when the fire started?
Yeah, in the bedroom. When I went in there, they legged it. Yeah, she was clutching her face, screaming blue murder. Never saw them again.
What was the name of this bloke who threatened you, Tom?
His name's Lee.
Lee what?
Look, I swear, I don't know. I heard someone calling him Rudd. And that's it, that's all I know. I don't know who he is.
Lee Ruddick, Claudia's boyfriend, or should I say pimp. Burglary, TDA, theft, GBH, possession of drugs, current address unknown. He's obviously moved up in the world. His details are wanted by the area drug squad.
That nosy cow Donna sent you, did she?
I just wanted to ask you a few questions about this fire, Claudia.
I had an accident. I fried my face off and that's it. End of conversation.
We'd like to know about a man who was at the house with you.
I didn't know him. He was just a dirty old fella.
No, we'd like to know about the other man, Lee Ruddick.
I've never heard of him.
Come of it.
I've told you there wasn't no other man.
Mr. Bailey said there was.
Well, tell Mr. Bailey he's a bloody idiot.
Spoken to the drug squad, and basically their information is Ruddick is a crack dealer and they'd love to nick him, but until now I haven't been able to pin him down. So have we got any ideas where he is?
We left his description at St. Hugh's in case he visits Claudia.
Do you really think he might?
Oh, he's going to be very keen to make sure she keeps her mouth shut.
If we do pull him in, what have we got on him?
Well, unless he's carrying drugs. We need some sort of admission about the gun.
We'll be drawing our pensions before that happens.
Are you suggesting we drop it, Gov?
He's a crack dealer, Susie. We don't turn a blind eye or get someone else to do the business, no. And as the drug squad's got rather a lot on its plate at the moment, I suggest if we find him, we interview him, shove him out the back door and put a tail on him.
You think he will have set up a new crack house that quick?
Oh, with the possibility of a fine hanging over his head for this sawn-off shotgun, I reckon he'd fall over himself to rake in a fast buck.
Keen and careless, eh?
And cocky as hell that we let him go. So if we could find his new business address and set up an obbo...
Sorry to interrupt, Gov. Tosh, possible sighting of Lee Ruddick at St. Hugh's.
Is that him over there?
I think so, yes. Thank you, sister.
You're welcome.
Not exactly your archetypal looking drug dealer, is he?
Don't let it fool you.
You better get this excuse for a face sorted out, yeah? I mean, you ain't doing me no favours lying on your back in there now, are you?
Yeah, soon. Just give us a chance, eh?
What
do you want?
Lee Ruddick.
I'll call you back, man. Yeah?
I want to talk to you about a sawn-off shotgun.
Good stuff. What shotgun?
I'm showing Mr. Ruddick exhibit AM1.
So it's a shotgun?
Well done. You seen it before?
No.
You told our custody sergeant that you're unemployed.
Yeah, that's right.
So no form of income then, apart from state handouts?
It's called benefit. Benefit what I'm entitled to.
I see. What were you doing at about 2 o'clock this afternoon?
What's all this about?
Were you with Claudia Morris earlier this afternoon at a house in Pitsanger Street?
Look, the only time I saw her was down the hospital. If you don't believe me, ask her.
Have you ever been to number 156 Pitsanger Street?
Not that I remember.
Well, think very carefully. There was a fire there today.
No.
Your friend Claudia burnt her face in that fire.
Yeah, I know. I just seen it.
Do you recognise this? It's a T-shirt. I'm showing the suspect Exhibit AL4.
Not my colour.
Do you know Thomas Bailey?
Not that I remember.
Is this your shotgun? No. We have reason to believe that you know something about the fire at 156 Pitsanger Street and about this sawn-off shotgun. Do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah. Prove it.
You're being released to reappear at this station in 30 days' time, pending further inquiries and possible charges. Do you understand?
Yeah. I'm English. I understand English.
Good. I'll sign in.
Right, this way.
You reckon you can keep up with him?
No problem.
He's a tricky customer, you know.
So am I. Target's getting out of taxi. He's getting into a red MG. Alpha 246. Charlie Echo Golf. He's heading towards the Taller Street exit.
Cockcroft Road, left into Askell Road.
He's leading him round and round in circles.
Yes, Ruddock's no mug, is he?
Oh, far from it.
He's got this penniless waif act off to a T as well.
Yeah.
He's stopping in front of Stanby House. I'm pulling in. I've lost eyeball here. But it doesn't matter, he can't go anywhere.
Regained eyeball.
Well, that's a bit of luck.
He's parked up, front of Stanby House. Yeah, he's walking towards Stanby House. I'm following. Yeah, he's on the 9th floor, I think. Yeah, I'm following. Lines from Woods. I'm on the 9th floor. I've lost him.
Well, if this is his new crack house, he's going to have to get a supply of coke in.
Unless it's already in.
Yeah.
Hi, lads. Cheers.
Any joy?
Afraid not, Gov. I followed him to the 9th floor of Stanby House, but he must have got out of the lift and walked. And Tosh and Susie are hanging on, hoping someone shows up.
Terrific.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with S.
Tosh.
What?
What's she doing out of hospital?
Carrying, fetching, making crack. You don't think Ruddock's going to lift a finger, do you?
What are we going to do now? She knows us both.
Well, it's my shout. With any luck, all men look the same to her.
Johnson from Croft.
Go ahead, Susie.
We've got some developments.
Some.
According to council records, the 13th floor's only got 2 occupants. One's an elderly couple and the other's this character at 134.
Dave Zander.
He's only got minor drug offences, but that's got to be Ruddick's new crack house.
Okay, thanks, Donna. Oh, are there any blocks of flats overlooking Stanby House?
Nottingham House would be a favourite.
Good. I think it's about time we knocked on a few doors. Yeah.
Claudia's gone into the kitchen. She's mucking about with a microwave.
Presumably supper's not on the menu.
Yeah.
Tosh.
What?
Down by the entrance. Customers.
Yeah. Xander's blacking out the windows.
Setting up for business.
Yeah, looks like it. Go on, mate, go on.
We're going to do the business on Ruddick tomorrow, Tosh.
Yeah, well, let's spoil his morning, eh?
Yeah, and everyone else's.
Hey, Tosh.
Yeah?
Thanks for getting me out of a nice warm bed at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Think of the overtime, Dave. That'll keep you warm.
Morning, everybody here?
Jim Carver, Gov. I don't think he realises there are 2 4 o'clocks in one day.
Thanks. You're going to buy us all a nice breakfast if we get a good result, then?
No chance. Right, let's do it, Tosh.
Right, then, OK. Now, the focus of this morning's operation is to recover drugs and make arrests at number 134 Stanby House. It's a council flat. Currently occupied by Lee Ruddick. He's a suspected crack dealer. Now, some of you may have come across him before. Also in the flat is another man, Dave Zander, and a female who goes by the name of Claudia Morris. There's also a dog on the premises, hence the dog handler. Now, the flat is on the 13th floor. There's one staircase, one lift. We'll use the stairs and we'll enter via the front door. The special events boys, they'll bust open the door with the hydraulic ram.
What sort of door?
Door? Well, it's a standard council double lock with a burglar-proof steel frame. Now, according to the OP, the comings and goings of punters last night finished at 3 a.m. With a bit of luck, our targets will be in bed, fast asleep. I'll be the first person to enter the premises.
Followed by me?
Yes, that's right, yes. Yeah, me and the Gov will take the first bedroom. I said we'll take the first bedroom, OK? Much as I'd like to, Gov. Now, me and Gov take the first bedroom. We'll be when Ruddick and Claudia Morris will be in there. Stephen Rod? Yeah. Stephen Rod, you'll take the second bedroom. That room should be Xander's. Now, right. Gary, where are you, Gary?
Yes, mate.
Good lad. Now, I want you to cover the bathroom and hall, this area here, and make sure that nobody disposes of any evidence. Mike?
Yep.
Mike, ditto. Yeah? But your area will be the kitchen stroke lounge. Dave, I want you to be the lighting man, and Susie, where are you, Suze?
Yeah.
Suze, I want you to be the exhibits officer. Now, is everybody clear so far?
Yep.
Yeah? Right. Now, we want dragon lights on the ground, in case anybody chucks out evidence through the windows, OK? George and Tony. Sure. Len, I haven't got the foggiest idea where the dog will be, but I'm sure we'll soon find out where it is, OK? Now, Now, something we haven't touched upon is recovery of evidence.
Glad you could make it, Jim.
I'm sorry I'm late, Gov. My car wouldn't start. It took me ages to get a flipping taxi.
Right. Recovery of evidence, that's when somebody might flush something away, all right? Jim?
Oh, no, Tosh, not the sewer.
What's the matter? He'll keep you fit. Good lad. You're perfect for it. And Reg, where are you, Reg? You can carry the torch for him.
It'd be my pleasure.
Yeah. Right, Gov, it's all yours.
OK. A final word of warning. Crack dealers like Ruddick tend to keep knives and whatever in their beds. So we don't want any unnecessary accidents. We get into the bedroom swift and clean, get the prisoners cuffed and downstairs quick as we can, no messing. Understood?
Oh, done it too bad.
Are you volunteering to swap places, are you, Reg?
Well, no, been delegated on.
Right, we'll just hold the torch steady then.
Just give us a shout if you need anything.
All right, stand by. Please! Stay where you are! Turn over! On your front! On your front!
Put it down! Put it down! Put it down! No! Get off it! No! Don't put it in your mouth! Roddick, come here! Get off! Put it down, Roddick! Leave him alone! Get off! Leave him! Get off! Come on, get up! Call an ambulance! Spit it out, Roddick! Roddick, spit it out! Don't be an idiot! Leave it! Get off it! Get off it! Get off it! Get off!
Stanby House, suspected.
Get up! Get up! Get up! Exhibits bag! Guff.
What happened?
Nothing happened. The stupid idiot wants to die. You killed him! Get her out of here!
Come on, Gary.
All right,
Take it away!
Come on,
Take it away!
You killed him! No, you killed him! No!
Problems?
Depends how you look at it, Rod.
Pulse, respiration, blood pressure are all okay. His name's Lee Roddick. You should be expecting him. Drug overdose.
Yeah, crack cocaine. Stupid prat swallowed a lump of it. Enjoy the stomach pump, mate.
What happened this morning?
We did a 4 a.m. raid on a crack house, and the dealer decided to try and withhold some evidence in his mouth.
Self-inflicted overdose, then?
That's about the size of it, Gov. But we did get a result, recovered a bag of cocaine and made 2 arrests. Dave Zander, the bloke whose flat it is, and Claudia Morris, Roddick's girlfriend.
Taped interview with Claudia Morris. Those present D.I. Johnson and D.C. Lyons. Commencing at 8:15. I must caution you that you don't have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. Understand?
Yeah.
Right then, Claudia. You were arrested this morning at 134 Stanby House, Cockcroft Estate, on suspicion of possessing controlled drugs with intent to supply. Can you tell us what you were doing at that address at 4:30 this morning?
I wasn't doing anything. I just went there to crash out.
Why there?
I went to see my boyfriend.
And he is?
You know who he is. Lee Roddick, the poor sucker who ended up in hospital.
The flat belongs to a David Zander. Do you know him?
No, Lee does.
At the time of your arrest, we found a large quantity of what we believe are illegal drugs in the kitchen of the premises. Did you know they were there?
No.
Did you see a plastic bag containing a white powder at all?
No.
Lee Roddick, your boyfriend, we believe he's dealing in crack cocaine.
Lee isn't a drug dealer.
Did you see anyone taking drugs while you were at the flat?
No.
Lee put something in his mouth at the time of his arrest. Did you see that happen?
People do eat, you know. Doesn't make him a drug dealer, though, does it?
Mr. Zander, you were arrested at your flat this morning, 134 Stanby House, on suspicion of possessing controlled drugs with intent to supply. What can you tell us about that?
No comment.
I have advised my client to say nothing at this time.
Why is that, Ms. Amherst?
My client is feeling very tense and very tired. I think that it would be better for him to make no comment at this time.
I see. OK, Mr. Zander, if that's what you want. Interview terminated 8:41, but you will remain here in custody until you're feeling up to answering our questions, OK?
Gov. Rod's just been on a blow from the hospital. Roddick snuffed it.
What?
Now, it's not been confirmed, but you think it might have been caused by compression of the brain.
How? He OD'd?
Seems like he also picked up a bang in the head.
Susie, the sample I raked out of Roddick's mouth.
Oh, yeah. All yours, Gov.
It might have been an idea if it had gone to St. Hugh's with the suspect.
Oh, you never said anything. We all knew what he'd taken, so I assumed it was an exhibit.
Oh, well, never mind. Too late to worry about it now. Thanks.
You sure there was no breach of the codes of practice?
The raid was carried out absolutely by the book, sir.
Well, I've had to call in the CIB. They're on their way. We'll have to wait till after the post-mortem report to know the cause of death. Any luck with the drugs inquiry?
Roddick's girlfriend has denied everything.
Does she know yet about his death?
Not yet. I wanted to take her round and search her address before the hysterics begin.
You reckon the place? I only rent it, you know. What about my landlord?
Any complaints, refer him to me.
Gov! Been putting in a lot of overtime, Claudia.
Detective Superintendent Floyd, CIB.
Hello. DS Notley.
Hello. Please, take a seat.
DCI Meadows has given us some background.
Death in police custody. Lee Ruddick, pronounced dead at 8:40 at St Hugh's Hospital following a drugs raid.
We'll need to speak to everyone who was involved.
Yes, of course.
Starting with the officer in charge.
Good luck, Gov.
Well, if there's anything else you need.
We'll give you a shout, sir.
Right.
Come in.
Sir. D.I. Johnson.
Detective Superintendent Floyd, DS Notley. Take a seat.
Coffee?
No, thanks.
We're conducting an inquiry into the death of Lee Ruddick while in police custody. The first thing we'd like is some background to the operation.
I was in charge of the raid. DC Lines actually set it up. Here's a list of everyone involved.
According to this, there were 15 personnel on the scene.
That's correct, myself included.
DC Carver and PC Hollis were down the drains. PC's Garfield and Stamp were below the flats with dragon lights.
Mr. Ruddick remained inside the flat, did he?
Yes, sir, until the ambulance took him away. He was here, in the bedroom, which is where I was.
Okay. Well, if you just run through what happened.
We went into the room. Ruddock was here. He picked up a chair and smashed the window. I think it was his intention to throw away a lump of crack cocaine he had.
He didn't succeed?
No, sir. There was a curtain across the window, so instead he put the drugs into his mouth. I tried to intervene, but couldn't stop him.
Did you think his life was in danger?
He just put a lethal drug inside his mouth, sir.
Crack's not usually lethal.
In the quantity he took, I would have thought it was.
And you had no other motive for trying to extract the substance?
No.
Did Mr. Ruddick resist your physical attempts to extract the substance from his mouth?
He struggled a bit.
Had he been handcuffed?
Myself and DC Lines put plastic cuffs on his wrist just after he put the stuff into his mouth.
With his arms behind his back?
Yes, sir, behind his back.
Who was in the room when this struggle occurred?
DC Lines, PC Quinnan, WDC Croft, and Claudia Morris, Ruddick's girlfriend. They were all inside the room. Some of the other officers also looked in.
I see. So, quite a few witnesses then?
Yes, sir. Quite a few.
What do you mean he's dead?
He had a blood clot on the brain. He never regained consciousness.
She knocked him out, that's why. She had to get her fingers in his mouth, get her evidence, didn't she?
Come off it, you saw with your own eyes. Lee stuffed his mouth with drugs.
That doesn't mean he had to smash his head in, does it?
Claudia Morris has just made a complaint against you. For the time being, you're off her case.
Are you saying I'm suspended, sir?
I just ask you not to leave the premises or discuss it with anyone. Chief Superintendent Brownlow has requested an urgent investigation. I've called in a full CIB inquiry team.
So what exactly is her allegation against me?
That you're responsible for the murder of Lee Ruddick.
Just thought I'd let you know. I got sweet FA out of Claudia. Johnson,
Yes, thanks, Gov.
I'll have a go at Xander. See if I can get him to do some talking. Now, there was something else. One of the CIB officers has been talking to the pathologist.
Well, surely they haven't got a PM report already.
Well, apparently this was off the record. The good news is, the substance consumed by Ruddick was a cocaine-based drug.
Nice to know I got something right, Gov. And the bad news?
It wasn't the cause of death. It seems he died as a result of a blow to the head.
Well, all I can say is he must have had an incredibly soft skull.
So he did get a clout on the head.
I suppose he could have hit his head when we were struggling.
But you were trying to save his life. It wasn't the evidence you were fighting over.
I was acting on impulse, Gov. There was no cut to his head, no blood, nothing.
Did you tell the CIB this? Well, there's no need to panic. We've got plenty of witnesses, and it's only Claudia's word against ours. I don't know whether you realise, Mr. Zander, but since our first attempt to interview you, a man has died.
Who's died?
Your mate, Lee Roddick.
He ain't my mate.
Mr. Zander, if you're not ready to answer questions, then I suggest you say nothing.
So what was he doing in your flat between 5:30 yesterday tea time and 4:30 this morning?
He just gave me a bell and showed up.
So what was he doing in your place all that time?
This and that. Watching telly, you know.
Look, Mr. Zander, a man has died, so I'll put my cards on the table. Was Lee Roddick dealing drugs from your flat? It doesn't matter what you say, you can't hurt him, Dave.
I don't want to speak bad of the dead, but he was taking the urine. He invites himself and this woman round to my place, and before I know what's happened, he's turned my place into a crack house.
So why did you let them stay?
I wanted to help him out.
Well, he gave you a couple of rocks of crack, did he? Look, I'm not interested in your personal habits. All I'm interested in is finding out exactly what was going on.
Yeah, he gave me 1 or 2 rocks, but I had nothing to do with the dealing. That was Lee, that was.
And what about the girlfriend, Claudia Morris? What was her involvement in all this?
Ain't his woman. She's just some prossy he paid to do the freebasing for him.
And by freebasing, you mean manufacturing crack?
Yeah.
So Claudia manufactured the drugs and Lee sold them?
Yeah, that's right.
DC Lines, you organised the raid on 134 Stanby House.
That's right, sir.
Were you in the bedroom all the time that D.I. Johnson was?
Yes, sir.
Did you see D.I. Johnson and Mr. Roddick have a scuffle?
Yes, sir. Mr. Roddick took what looked like a large quantity of drugs. D.I. Johnson tried to get them out of his mouth. Mr. Roddick resisted and then passed out on the bed. I would have stepped in myself if the D.I. hadn't.
You'd have conducted an illegal, intimate search in Mr. Roddick's mouth?
In order to preserve his life, so yes.
Weren't you aware that crack cocaine actually wakes a person up rather than knocks them out?
No, sir, I wasn't.
Did you see Mr. Roddick receive a blow to the head at any time?
Absolutely not, sir.
You didn't see him bang his head on anything?
The only thing I saw Mr. Roddick bang his head on was a pillow.
I've been asked by the Cockcroft community leaders to go down and explain the circumstances.
In the middle of a CIB inquiry?
Well, I don't think I'm going to be telling them anything they don't already know.
I don't want the media getting hold of some half-baked stories, Derek. As soon as the CIB have finished their investigation, then I'll issue a press statement.
Look, a brief chat with them now might stop any misguided allegations of a cover-up.
All right, but be discreet. Nothing confrontational.
Detective Inspector Johnson, I must caution you that you do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so. But what you do say may be given in evidence.
I understand.
Detective Inspector Johnson, I refer to an incident that took place at approximately 4:30 this morning at 134 Stanby House. During a struggle between yourself and Mr. Lee Roddick, did you see him hit his head at all?
As Mr. Roddick and I fell over onto the bed, he may have hit himself on the bedside cabinet, but it was only a glance.
At the point in time when Mr. Roddick fell over and possibly hit his head, were you actually physically in contact with him?
I landed on top of him, sir. I fell with him.
So you were in contact with him when his head may have struck the cabinet?
Yes.
Just before you fell. You previously told us that you were trying to put your fingers into Mr. Roddick's mouth. He kept his mouth closed.
That's correct.
So you were pushing against his face? Hard enough to shove him over?
Definitely not, sir. We were struggling and he tripped.
With his arms cuffed behind his back?
He'd just taken some drugs, sir. I didn't push him.
Claudia Morris claims that in your eagerness to retrieve the evidence from Mr. Roddick's mouth, she saw you deliberately bang his head.
That's not true, and it's her word against mine and all the other witnesses that were in the room.
Ah, Neville.
Derek, thanks for coming down.
That's right. Look, I thought it best if you had an informal chat, then I could let you in on a few facts.
All right, come on in. I hope you don't mind Lee's family sitting in with us. Chief Inspector Conway. You know the committee members?
Yes.
This is Mrs. Ruddock, Lee's mother, Rose and Michael, Lee's sister and brother.
My condolences.
Over to you then, Derek.
Well, as you'll probably appreciate, I can't discuss the case in any great detail while there's an ongoing Scotland Yard inquiry. But their findings will be relayed to you as soon as possible.
You come all this way to tell us that?
What we'd like to know is why a flat on our estate was raided and how Mrs. Ruddock's son perished as a result of that raid.
I can't answer those specific questions at this time, but if you wait for the report...
How comes a load of coppers went into the flat and my brother comes out dead?
I'm afraid, at the moment, I don't know the answer to that.
He had bruises. The blood clot on the brain. Are you telling me that nobody know how that happened?
I'm saying we won't know until after the inquiry.
It's just a whitewash.
Don't bother to say anymore. I'm not stupid. You can't pull the wool over my eyes.
I'm not trying to, Mrs. Ruddock.
Whichever one of you did this, they're dead meat.
I thought it only fair, sir, to let you know the situation. Having interviewed all the witnesses, I'm sending my report to the DPP. The Police Complaints Authority might request D.I. Johnson be suspended from duty.
On what evidence?
Apparently not one of the officers in the room at the time saw Mr. Ruddock fall over and injure his head. And that seems somewhat suspicious to me, don't you agree?
My officers told you what they saw. You think my DI is capable of murder? On the word of an embittered suspect who's held in custody on drugs charges? You can't be serious.
I'm deadly serious, sir.
Now that Xander's spilled the beans, I'm going to expose Claudia Morris to the CIB for the dishonest little tart that she really is.
Well, don't spare the thumbscrews on my account, will you, Gov?
Xander's told us everything, Claudia. He says you manufactured the drugs in the microwave while he's selling them in the parlour.
It's his word against mine.
We've got cocaine, we've got bicarbonate of soda, we've got knives, spoons, bowls, chopping boards, microwaves, even the bloody kitchen sink. And I'll put money that your prints are plastered all over them.
I told you, I never saw any drugs.
You never saw any drugs. So you didn't see a really great plastic bag full of white powder in the kitchen. You didn't see a stream of punters in the dining room sitting on the floor having a toke. So what are you, blind? Or are you just a compulsive liar?
I'm not a liar.
Really? Well, we were watching Xander's flat last night.
Don't believe you.
We've got photographs. Punters coming and going. Lee wandering around with his mobile phone doing deals. You in the kitchen.
See through curtains, can you?
We saw Lee and Dave Xander put the blankets over the windows. But we got quite a bit by then. Now, if you're going to deny that you saw anything, I'd consider your position very carefully.
If you've got all this evidence, why don't you just charge me?
I want to give you a chance.
What chance?
Do you know how serious producing a Class A drug with intent to supply is?
Surprise me.
We're not just looking at a slap on the wrist, you know, like it is for possession. We found £3,000 worth of crack in Xander's flat. We found nearly £5,000 in cash in your bedsit. Now, on that scale, the judge is going to treat you just a little better than he would a murderer. You could be looking at life.
You are?
Shocks you, does it? Well, you think about it. Because when you get out, you'll be the oldest hooker in town.
You can't do this to me. What do you want me to say?
That's up to you, Claudia.
Supposing I did know that Lee was dealing, but I wasn't involved, would I still be hard up for intent to supply?
Well, I couldn't say at the moment, but I suppose it could be put down to possession.
Would you get me what?
Well, theoretically, a person with no previous for drugs could get off with a caution. But I can't say in your case. It depends what evidence we turn up.
I have a fag?
DCI Meadows is offering the suspect a cigarette. He's now giving her a light.
I did see what Lee was doing.
And what was that, Claudia?
He was washing up crack in the microwave.
Manufacturing crack cocaine?
Yeah.
And what did he do with it?
He sold it. People came round to the flat and he sold it to them. But I had nothing to do with it, and that's the truth.
So earlier, when you said you hadn't seen any drugs in the flat, you were lying. For the benefit of the tape, the suspect is nodding her head in agreement. And you were lying when you said you didn't know that Mr. Lee Roddick was a drug dealer.
Yeah.
You do a lot of lying, do you?
Yeah. When it suits me.
Claudia Morris has withdrawn her complaint.
Rather a sudden change of mind, isn't it?
Oh, she's a very impulsive girl, sir.
Sign there, please. You understand you're being released to reappear at this station in a month's time, when it'll be decided whether you're charged or not.
We'll see, shall we?
Okay, Narika. Seems to think she's got away with it scot-free, sir.
Yeah, well, it looks like we won't be asking the CPS to take any further action.
How come?
It's flimsy evidence. It's Xander's word against the girls. There's no point in pushing it to court.
So she just walks away from a charge for producing Class A drugs?
Yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it? Cheers, Gov.
Thanks, Tosh.
Just a little.
Thank you, Gov.
Sorry,
I thought it was a bit touch and go there for a minute.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You must have come with us, not Liam Floyd.
Not Liam Floyd, yeah.
D.I. Johnson? Yes, sir. I'll be right along. I'm just popping along to see the Chief Super. Keep it warm for me?
Yeah.
Come in.
Sir.
Oh, I've just had a telephone conversation with Mrs. Roddick.
The mother?
Yes. Do sit down. On the advice of a lawyer from the Cockcroft Committee, she's decided that if the DPP don't press charges, she's going to take out a private prosecution against you.
And what exactly does she propose to take me to court for, sir?
The murder of Lee Roddick.
Good luck, Gov.
Thanks, Alan. I can't remember the last time I felt so nervous, Tosh.
Just keep your cool, Gov. You've been in court plenty of times before.
Yeah, but never as the defendant in a manslaughter trial.
Keep away, please. Thank you. Get back. Get back. Thank you.
Mr. Nelson, solicitor to court number 2, please. Mr. Nelson, solicitor to court number 2.
Roddick's brother, I presume.
Michael. Spotted the family resemblance, did you?
£5 says the judge will chuck it out by the end of the day.
I think the result's a bit more important than the time, don't you, Dave?
Well, I'll give you 10 to 1 on the results, Steve. The prosecution's case will fold and she'll be acquitted.
Really?
Morning, all.
Morning, Mum.
So, anyone running a book on how long this trial's going to go on for?
Don't worry, Gov, it'll be a pushover.
See you all inside, then. Court, that is.
Good luck, Mum.
Good luck.
Wait there. They'll be taken up when they're ready for you.
Thanks.
Come on, we haven't got all day. Get on with it.
I bet your Cockcroft residence group are as chuffed as hell at seeing us in the dock for a change.
Not everyone on the Cockcroft estate is tarred with the same brush as Lee Ruddock was.
Judging by the graffiti down there, all this isn't going to stop at Sally Johnson. Morning, sir.
Morning.
Morning.
How are the troops coping with all this hype down the Traford?
As well as can be expected, considering.
Considering what?
Considering we should never have been landed in this predicament in the first place.
Don't let me interrupt you, Philip. Obviously, you got a lot to get off your chest.
Just voicing an opinion from the rank and file.
Our officers have got nothing to hide and nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh, I see. So all we've got to do is convince a jury that a handcuffed man dying from a bang on the head during a police raid was just an accident.
I presume you've covered all the angles, have you, Jack?
I'm not with you.
I think we just need to be reassured the prosecution aren't going to spring any nasty surprises, James.
Well, Sally's got a top-flight QC defending her. We can't do much better than that, sir.
Yes, that's all very well. But are we 100% watertight? No loose cannons?
No loose cannons, sir.
Pair of sevens.
Pair of jacks.
Queen-eye flush.
Queen-eye flush?
Right. Who's for a cup of tea, then?
Yep.
Full house.
Cheers, lads.
7 teas it is, eh?
They're ready for you in court number 1.
Court will rise.
Are you Sally Johnson?
Yes.
Sally Johnson, you are charged that on the 8th day of September 1994 at Stanby House, Cockcroft Estate, Sunhill, you did unlawfully kill Lee Ruddock. Do you plead guilty or not guilty to the charge?
Not guilty.
Sit down.
Hello.
Security to reception.
Oh, it isn't.
I've got nothing to say to you, Claudia.
Well, I've got something to say to you. We're going to crucify your governor for killing Lee. She'll get 20 years.
Why bother telling me?
Because she isn't the only one who's going to get strung up.
Mr. Zander, could you please recount to the court the events of the early hours of the morning, September the 8th last?
I was in my flat when I was woken up by somebody breaking in. I came into my room and I got a whacking great light shone in my eyes. They jumped on me and pulled my arms behind me back.
Did you know who these people were?
Later, when they said they was arresting me, I realised they must be police officers.
And was anyone else in your flat at the time?
Yeah, Lee Ruddock and his fiancée, Claudia Morris. They were staying with me the night.
Lee Ruddock? He was a friend of yours, was he?
He helped out down to Croft. That's the local community centre. He'd teach the kids boxing, judo, that sort of stuff. He used to love those kids.
Alan, it's for you.
Sir.
Didn't give his name.
Woods. Oh, hi. Right.
Yeah, no problem, Alan. I'll keep in touch with any developments.
Okay, speak to you later.
Sarge?
Jim?
They're off. Xander's in the witness box.
Jack and Ori time.
I looked into the bedroom and Lee was lying on the bed, out cold.
Thank you, Mr. Zander. No further questions, my lad.
Mr. Zander, could you tell the court why Lee Ruddock was staying at your flat on the night before the police raid?
Place he was staying at got burnt out.
So he came to your flat?
Yeah.
And did you have any visitors to your flat that evening and throughout that night?
Yeah.
How many would you say?
20, I don't know exactly.
30?
Could have been.
Is it usual for you to receive so many visitors to your flat?
Not really.
So why were there so many callers that night?
They were Lee's friends.
Was Lee Ruddock dealing crack cocaine from your flat that night?
I don't know.
On the morning of the raid, were you interviewed at Sunhill Police Station by Detective Chief Inspector Meadows?
Yeah.
And did you, during the course of that interview, say that Lee Ruddock was dealing drugs from your home?
Yeah, but I was tired. I couldn't be sure what I was saying, especially with that Meadows breathing down my neck.
Was a large quantity of cocaine found at your flat on the morning in question?
That's what the police said, yeah.
You denying that cocaine was found at your flat?
All I'm saying is Lee Ruddock used to have an habit, and he used to have friends, but that didn't make him a dealer, did it?
All right, thanks very much. I think there's trouble brewing, Derek.
Sally Johnson, sir.
Apparently, the prosecution managed to come up with a very rosy picture of Lee Ruddock.
The bloke was an out-and-out villain, sir.
Yes, well, Dave Zander, I imagine encouraged by the families, come up with some cock and bull story about him doing voluntary work at the Cockcroft Community Centre.
No, not to my knowledge, sir, no.
Well, have a word in the right ear, will you? See if we can quash this myth of Lee Ruddock, the patron saint of Sun Hill.
How about St. Crispin, sir, patron saint of cobblers?
Miss Morris, could you please tell the court what happened at around 4:20 a.m. that morning?
The bedroom door flew open and there was a light shining everywhere. People came rushing in and I heard this woman shouting, "Spit it out."
Did you have any idea what the woman was referring to when she shouted, "Spit it out"?
Lee had this little bit of crack on him, but he'd almost kicked the habit. He must have thought they were going to rob him, so he stuck it in his mouth. That's when a couple of them went for him and locked his arms behind his back. That's when she started shoving him around. Johnson.
You saw D.I. Johnson shoving Lee around?
Yeah, up against the wall. She was trying to stick her fingers in his mouth.
And did Lee allow D.I. Johnson to put her fingers into his mouth?
No. Do you blame him?
And then what happened?
And she grabbed his face and she shoved his head down on the cupboard thing by the bed. Lee just went out just like that. And she pushed him onto the bed and I started shouting for her to get off him.
And did D.I. Johnson get off him?
No. Well, not until she pulled some stuff out of his mouth. That's when they dragged me out of the room. That was the last time I saw Lee alive.
Okay, lads. You two, get changed. And no mucking about in the changing room. I'll be in there in a minute. Get your gear on. Can I put you down to run a couple of miles, Derek?
Thought you're trying to help the aged Andy, not kill him. Put me down for a fiver instead, eh?
You sound a bit serious on the phone. Now, if it's about the kids and that dustbin business...
No. I just wondered what you could tell me about Lee Ruddock.
Well, the guy that got murdered? Sorry. That's what everyone's saying around here.
Did he used to come down here, then?
Yeah, he did.
So he was a judo instructor here, yeah?
Well, let's put it this way. He was trying to teach the kids something.
Not judo.
Use and abuse of steroids was his speciality. Tried to set up a business supplying them to the kids. I threw him out on his ear.
I see. You wouldn't fancy a trip to court tomorrow, would you, Andy?
Miss Morris, you originally made your complaint against Detective Inspector Johnson at 9:55 on the morning in question, by which time you'd been in custody at Sun Hill for almost 4.5 hours. Now, why did it take you so long before you decided to make a complaint?
I didn't want any hassle. Lee was in hospital and I just wanted to get out the nick and get down there and see him.
Were you a loyal friend to Lee?
We were going to get married.
Needless to say, you were very upset when you learnt of his death.
What do you think? Of course I was.
You were very upset when you heard about his death, and you were very loyal to him. So, had you gone to the hospital and found Lee in a satisfactory condition following his overdose, would you still have made the complaint against D.I. Johnson?
If Lee hadn't been dead, he'd have done it himself, wouldn't he?
So, in fact, you're saying that your complaint against D.I. Johnson was really voiced as a protest against Lee's death, rather than about any assault which you allege to have seen.
No.
It wasn't a genuine complaint at all, was it?
It was.
There was no assault against Lee Ruddock, was there?
Yes.
It was simply an accident and he fell, didn't he?
No.
This whole trial has merely been a private vendetta by you and members of Lee Ruddock's family against D.I. Johnson.
She killed him!
All right, lads. Yeah, mustn't grumble.
Here, Jim. Yeah, we pulled in yesterday. Your friend, Claudia Morris.
You're joking.
No, she was in a right state as well, mate. Skirt all up, well, around her unmentionables. Body great holes in her tights.
Not to mention being drugged up to the eyeballs and all.
Bet she won't be looking like that today.
Yeah, and of course she'll conveniently forget to mention that she is the cheapest, dirtiest prostitute in Sun Hill.
Miss Morris, you've already told us that you lodged an official complaint about the assault on Mr. Ruddock at 9:55 that morning. Then at 12:40 that day, you spoke to officers of the Complaints Investigation Bureau and you withdrew your allegation against D.I. Johnson. Can you tell the court why you withdrew your allegation?
I was threatened.
By whom were you threatened?
Detective Chief Inspector Meadows, her boss.
And what form did this threat take exactly?
He told me if I didn't withdraw my complaint against Johnson, I could get life imprisonment for drug dealing.
Were you involved in drug dealing?
No.
And how do you suppose Mr. Meadows would have had you sent to prison had you refused to cooperate?
He told me he would turn up some evidence against me.
When did he say this?
When he interviewed me. If you don't believe me, it's on the tape.
Garth, can I have a word, please, in private?
Yeah, sure. So, what's on your mind?
Yeah. I thought I'd better pre-warn you, Garth. I have it in good authority. They're thinking of calling you to give evidence.
Well, what can I possibly know that the court doesn't know already?
Details of a tape-recorded interview with Claudia Morris where you apparently got her to drop a complaint against D.I. Johnson.
Is that what you've heard?
Yeah.
Okay, Alan. Leave it with me.
Okay, go.
When you entered David Zander's flat on the night in question, were you aware that Lee Ruddock had a record of violence?
Yes, I was.
Why did you attempt to remove drugs from his mouth?
I was concerned he might swallow the drugs and cause himself internal injury.
Were you acting in your own best interests, do you think?
Judging where I am now, definitely not.
Did you think you were at the time?
No. At the time, I thought I was acting in his best interests.
Would you say that you acted more on impulse than professional judgment?
If I'm honest, yes.
And what was that impulse?
I was trying to save his life.
Did you have any other motives?
No. I was intervening at personal risk to myself to save Lee Ruddock's life.
Better call the factory, see what's going on.
Right.
Yeah?
I wish somebody would tell me what's going on.
Friends in the right places, Gary.
You know someone in the courtroom?
Well, we might just happen to have a colleague who might just happen to know one of the CIB officers.
You might just happen to be watching the whole trial.
I've heard nothing this end. Anything come through on the grapevine?
Yeah, it sounds like Claudia's trying to set up Meadows. Something about a deal. I don't know any more than that at the moment. Hang on.
Anybody had an update on how the trial's progressing?
I'm sorry, I've no idea, sir.
No, sir.
Oh, right.
I'd better fly. Cheers.
You've got someone on the inside.
Detective Inspector Johnson, who decided to carry out the raid in Mr. Zander's flat?
It was my decision. My officers had observed Mr. Ruddock running a crack house from the premises.
And why did you personally decide to go on the raid?
The seriousness of the offence. And I think it's good for the morale of my officers to see me actively participating, not to mention my own morale.
And what was the total number of personnel deployed on the raid?
15, if one includes the officers who stayed outside the building.
15 officers, armed with a hydraulic battering ram, some wearing bulletproof jackets, in a state of boosted morale. You must have been champing the bit to get your hands on Mr. Ruddock, hmm?
We just wanted to interview him.
Why didn't you just knock on the door and speak to him?
Because I don't think we would have found him very communicative. He had the reputation of being rather a dangerous man. He had a record of violence against police and members of the public, and we thought he might be armed.
Was there any other reason you chose to ram his front door and storm the premises 4:20 in the morning?
We like the element of surprise. It cuts down on the possibility of evidence being disposed of.
So you were very enthusiastic to get your hands on some evidence then, were you?
It's rather pointless going to all the trouble of doing one of these operations if the evidence ends up being flushed down the toilet.
You said earlier that you saw Mr. Ruddock put a lump of crack cocaine into his mouth.
That's correct.
Did you consider that lump of crack cocaine to be a vital piece of evidence?
In comparison with the huge quantity we found in the kitchen, it was peanuts.
Yes, but at that time, were you aware of any other evidence apart from the crack cocaine which Mr. Ruddock had put into his mouth?
No.
So as far as you were concerned, what Mr. Ruddock put into his mouth was probably the only evidence you were likely to find.
I was trying to save his life, for God's sakes. I wasn't interested in evidence.
Then why did you pass on what you'd recovered to W.D.C. Croft to be locked up in a transit cupboard at Sun Hill?
It was a misunderstanding. The sample was supposed to go to the hospital.
You claim that you feared for Mr. Ruddock's life and you were trying to help him.
Yes.
Yet you decided to handcuff his arms behind his back and embark upon a violent struggle with him. How was that supposed to help him?
I thought the drugs might be harmful to him, maybe even kill him.
Yet Dr. Stewart Muirhead, who gave evidence earlier, says in his independent report that long-term medical repercussions would have been unlikely provided the patient's stomach was pumped out within the hour. So if your prime motivation wasn't just the recovery of evidence, why didn't you just simply leave Mr. Ruddock alone till the ambulance arrived?
With respect, the doctor is an expert who wrote that report with the benefit of hindsight. I'm a police officer forced to make instant decisions.
The post-mortem records the cause of death as a blow to the head resulting in extradural hemorrhage, and goes on to say, consistent with a blow from a blunt object or surface to the left-hand side of the head. Do you think that that blow could also have been caused during your struggle with Mr. Ruddock?
I wasn't aware of it at the time.
Were you aware of a wooden bedside cabinet by the bed?
Yes.
Did Mr. Ruddock bang his head on that cabinet during the struggle?
I'm not sure.
Well, we've already heard that Mr. Ruddock definitely did strike his head on the cabinet, and furthermore, that it was you who pushed his head against it.
I did not push Lee Ruddock against a cabinet or anything else.
Chris.
Gav?
This is a tape-recorded interview with Claudia Morris. Officers present, DCI Meadows and WDS.
Come in.
Jack, I hear you've been called as a witness.
Yes, sir.
Anybody told you why?
Not as such, no.
The prosecution have asked for the taped interview between you and Claudia Morris to be produced. Presumably that has something to do with it.
Well, one would presume so, yes.
And you still don't know why?
Well, it could be one of many reasons.
There was nothing on that interview that was out of place.
Out of place, sir?
Oh, don't play games with me, Jack. Is there anything on that tape that could compromise the trial?
Not that I'm aware of. Time is 12:15 p.m. You're not obliged to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you do say may be given in evidence.
Detective Inspector Johnson, you just told the court that when you raided Mr. Zander's flat, you were expecting to be met with violence by Lee Ruddock.
I said I was aware of the possibility.
Is that why you were so keen to get stuck into him so quickly?
I deal with situations as I find them, always with the minimum amount of force necessary.
Did you treat Lee Ruddock with the minimum amount of force necessary?
Yes.
Well, that's not the case. You went to the flat expecting trouble from Lee Ruddock, and you preempted that by mounting an assault upon him, didn't you?
No, my lord. I do not go looking for trouble. The last thing I wanted was a physical confrontation with Lee Ruddock, who, I'd point out, was a great deal bigger than me.
But he was handcuffed at the time, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. I would still have preferred not to have had a physical confrontation with him.
Oh, come. Violence is precisely what you anticipated, and you got in first.
That is total and utter rubbish.
You were psyched up. You acted aggressively. You lost control.
No, my lord.
And in your determination to secure evidence, you shouted at Mr. Ruddock, and when he refused to comply with your wishes, you shoved him up against the wall, you deliberately pushed him over, and you smashed his head down against the bedside cabinet, didn't you?
No.
Didn't you?
No, I did not.
Leave it there for this afternoon.
All persons having anything further to add at this sitting of the Crown Court may depart and give their attendance tomorrow at 10 a.m. God save the Queen.
We found £3,000 worth of cocaine in Xander's flat. We found nearly £5,000 in your bedsit. Now, on that scale, the judge is going to treat you just a little better than he would a murderer. You could be looking at life. Well, I'm sure she does it. Well, you think about it. Because if you get out, you'll be the oldest hooker in the area.
You can't do this to me. What do you want me to say?
That's up to you, Claudia.
Supposing I did know that Lee was dealing, but I wasn't involved, would I still be idle for intent to supply?
Well, that's difficult to say. It could be put down to possession.
Would you get me what?
Theoretically speaking, a person with no previous for drugs might get off with a caution. But I can't say in your case. That depends on what evidence we turn up. Sally?
Gov?
I'm sorry to drag you all the way out here.
Well, we can't risk being seen together now you've been called as a witness.
Quite.
Anyway, I'd like to know if something's been said that shouldn't have been.
Wouldn't bet on it. Cheers. Right, I'll be straight with you, Sally. I've been listening to the tapes, and I don't like what I've heard.
Go on.
The second interview with Claudia Morris. Some of the things I said could be interpreted as sounding a bit iffy.
Are you saying you did a deal with her?
It's nothing to worry about. I just think I might have been a bit heavy-handed, that's all.
You mean you scared her into withdrawing her allegation against me?
I was trying to get you off the hook.
And it sounds like you did one hell of a job.
Just trust me, Sally.
Trust you? That jury's got me swinging by a thread, and I think you just tied the noose for them. Morning. Back again.
Take a seat. You'll be
Taken up when they're ready for me, yeah. Morning.
Sleep well?
Not really, no.
Well, now that the prosecution's asked for this tape recording and we're putting Jack Meadows on the stand, we might have to recall you.
Is there anything on the tape that might cause us problems?
Well, that depends on how much of a meal the prosecution want to make of it. But to be honest with you, we've got our work cut out.
Morning, sir.
Morning, Philip. Something's cropped up.
Yeah, where's Derek?
He won't be joining us. He's escorting a witness to the Crown Court.
What's the problem?
The prosecution have asked for the taped interview between Jack Meadows and Claudia Morris to be produced. They don't do that for nothing.
What, you think Jack Meadows has threatened her?
Yes, or made some sort of deal.
Well, that's not very clever, considering she's the chief witness against us.
If Sally Johnson goes to prison for manslaughter...
Then she'll know where to point the finger.
Nobody is pointing any fingers, Philip.
No, sir, but what kind of damage limitation are we supposed to do if our CID's found guilty of killing a suspect and covering up the fact?
If that happens, Philip, we're all going to be defending Sunhill against the media. Tooth and nail.
As the exhibits officer on the raid, what was your function exactly?
It was my job to secure any possible items of evidence, make sure they were transported safely back to the police station, and log them in the exhibits book.
In other words, you were in charge of all the evidence discovered at the flat.
Yes.
I refer you to your police exhibit SC1. Could you tell the court the nature of that exhibit of evidence, please?
Yes, it was a specimen of Lee Ruddick's saliva.
Well, noting the speed of your response, you obviously remember this exhibit very well.
Well, it was the first item recovered at the scene.
I see. And where did you obtain that piece of evidence from?
It was given to me by D.I. Johnson.
And did you see where she obtained it from?
From Lee Ruddick's mouth.
She obtained a specimen from Lee Ruddick's mouth and passed it on to you. And what did you do with it?
I logged it and took it back to Sunhill, where it was stored until D.I. Johnson decided what she wanted to do with it.
So it was recovered, logged, and stored along with all the other items of evidence, was it?
Yes, but D.I.
In
Johnson...
other words, it was treated by D.I. Johnson as an item of evidence. It was, in fact, to all the officers involved, just an item of evidence.
No. D.I. Johnson thought the doctors may be able to use it for analysis to help Lee Ruddick.
Well. And, did D.I. Johnson at any time ask you to send the sample along to the hospital?
Yes.
At what time?
At about 8:45 that morning.
Was it so difficult to track you down that it took D.I. Johnson 4 hours before coming to speak to you about it?
D.I. Johnson was very busy sorting things out after the raid.
Too busy, no doubt, to worry about Lee Ruddock, who was lying in hospital. D.I. Johnson and the rest of you couldn't care less about him, could you?
No, that's not true.
Until it was realised that Lee Ruddock was dead and there might be an investigation, and suddenly D.I. Johnson decides to change her mind about the evidence she'd gone to such lengths to recover and try to pretend it was some sort of medical sample.
No, that certainly is not the case.
Yes, W.D.C. Croft, that is the case. No further questions, my lad.
Detective Constable Croft. Exhibit number SC1, to which my learned friend previously referred. Why did that sample end up amongst the other exhibits rather than at St. Hugh's with the patient?
I overlooked it.
You overlooked it?
Yes. We all knew what Lee Ruddock had put into his mouth, so I just put it with the other exhibits. It was my fault, not D.I. Johnson's.
Where's Andy?
He's down at the community centre.
He's supposed to be at court. Thanks.
Yes, madam. Could I have your name and address, please?
595 from Sierra Oscar.
And your telephone number?
3 Wolf Square. Robbery, can
What's
you
the
deal?
problem?
Right, we'll do your best, Tony.
Somebody round there as soon as possible.
Go ahead, 85.
Yeah, a little bit busy. Tell him I'll ring back later, yeah?
I would imagine within the next
Problems?
All right, received.
A little bit undermanned, sir. What with the court case? Got Barton Street to cover some of the calls.
Oh, well, if it's absolutely necessary. As long as nobody feels Sun Hill standards are slipping.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Well done. Carry on the good work.
Sir.
I think he's worried we've got a morale problem, Sarge.
DC Lines, were you in the bedroom all the time that Detective Inspector Johnson was in there?
I was, until the ambulance came to take Mr. Ruddock to hospital.
Did you at any time see Lee Ruddock receive a head injury?
No, I did not.
Thank you. No further questions, Monroe.
Detective Constable Lyons, did you see Lee Ruddock receive any injury of any kind?
Only the internal injuries he inflicted upon himself by putting a lump of crack into his mouth.
Are we to understand, Detective Constable Lyons, that you're qualified in the effect of alkaloid stimulants on the human body?
Well, let's say I've seen an awful lot of drug abuse in my time.
Well, leaving aside your unqualified medical opinions, did you see anything happen in relation to Mr. Ruddock which could have caused him any physical injury?
No.
And the blow to the head which resulted in Mr. Ruddock's death, could you possibly tell the court how that happened?
I couldn't say.
Did you see Mr. Ruddock fall onto anything during his tussle with D.I. Johnson?
He fell onto the bed.
Just the bed? Could he have come into contact with anything else?
There was a bedside cabinet. It's possible he might have hit his head on that.
Yes, well, in your statement to officers of the Complaints Investigation Bureau, you were asked if you saw Mr. Ruddock receive a blow to the head, and you replied, and I quote, "Absolutely not." Well, why did you not tell the CIB officers that Mr. Ruddock possibly banged his head on the bedside cabinet?
Because I didn't see him actually hit his head.
So why change the story now and say that possibly he did?
Because at the time I was asked for the facts, not the possibilities.
DC Lyons, there's a world of difference between absolutely not and it's possible. You consider Lee Ruddock to be a dangerous man?
We thought he might be dangerous, yes.
Were you afraid?
Not particularly, no. It's all part of the job.
Yes, also part of your job is its legendary camaraderie, is it not?
I've got good colleagues, yes.
Yes, loyal colleagues. Colleagues who stand up and testify on your behalf. Colleagues who'll back you up if something went wrong.
I think that would depend on what it was.
Well, say, for example, if you, killed a man.
No.
Are you 100% loyal to your colleagues, DC Lyons?
Within the law, yes.
100% loyal to your boss, D.I. Johnson?
Yes.
Oh, there you are. I've been to your place. Come on, we can't keep the judge waiting.
Sorry, Derek. I don't think I can go through with it.
Yesterday you said there'd be no problem.
Well, as Lee Ruddock is no longer with us to speak up for himself, it seems a bit unfair to speak ill of the dead.
Yesterday, his mate stood up in the witness box and made him sound like a choir boy. All we want to do is redress the balance.
Sorry, Derek, no can do.
As we speak, my colleague is standing trial in a manslaughter prosecution. Your evidence could help save her neck.
Like I say.
No, Andy, it's not good enough. You said you'd do it.
Well, I've changed my mind, all right?
What's the problem here, eh?
I ain't got a problem.
You frightened of what the locals might say about you?
In case you hadn't noticed, this club is predominantly black. And in case you also hadn't noticed, I happen to be black, all right?
The worm that turned, eh?
Think of my position. Think about what'll happen when the Ruddicks come back here after I've given evidence against Lee. I'm going to be the most unpopular person on this estate.
And if you don't give evidence, you're going to be the most unpopular person at Sun Hill Nick. Think about that.
P.C. Quinnan, you saw Lee Ruddock break the window.
That's great.
You saw him put something into his mouth.
That's right.
You saw him struggle with D.I. Johnson.
Yes.
You saw him lying unconscious on the bed.
That's right, yes.
Yet you did not see D.I. Johnson push him over and strike his head against the bedside cabinet.
That I did not say, no.
Well, can you explain, P.C. Quinnan, why you seem to have observed and recalled certain incidents so very clearly, yet failed to see other incidents at all?
No, I can't explain it. I just told it the way I saw it, my lord.
No further questions, my lord.
P.C. Quinnan, would you say that there was a lot of activity in the bedroom during the struggle?
I would say there was a lot of activity, yes.
And during the course of the struggle, were you distracted at all?
Yes, I was.
How were you distracted?
Well, I kept looking over my shoulder in case Claudia Morris attacked me.
And why do you think she would do that?
Because she was screaming in a threatening manner, and I was concerned that she could be armed.
Alan.
Sarge?
Any more news from your bloke on the inside?
Only that the prosecution's got the upper hand.
Makes you wonder what would happen if the governor did go down, doesn't it?
Well, you know where it'll leave you, Sarge.
No?
Top of the list to get her job.
When interviewed about the death by the Complaints Investigation Bureau, you said, "I went into the bedroom and saw Mr. Ruddock falling over onto the bed." Do you remember saying that?
I don't exactly remember, word for word.
Do you deny that that's what you said?
No, I'm not denying it.
Falling over onto the bed. The word falling, P.C. McCann, implies to me that Mr. Ruddock was already in the process of doing just that. Do you agree?
Not necessarily, no.
Well, for example, if I said to you that I entered this courtroom and I saw you standing, that would imply that you were already doing so, wouldn't it? Whereas if I said I entered this courtroom and I saw you stand, then that would imply that I saw you actually rise from your seat and assume a standing posture, wouldn't it? You follow my point, P.C. McCann?
Yes, I follow your point, but I think it's a question of semantics. I saw Lee Ruddock fall over.
Well, good afternoon, sir.
I thought I'd call in to see what gives.
Well, the monthly crime figures look promising, sir. You should have a copy on your desk in the next couple of days.
Come off it, Charles. Don't beat about the bush. What's happening at this damn trial?
Well, it's difficult to say, sir.
I hear Jack Meadows has been called.
Yes.
Do we know why?
Prosecution clutching at straws, I think.
We're not in trouble here, are we, Charles?
Mr. Brown, could you tell the court your occupation?
I'm the leader of the Cockcroft Community Centre.
And how long have you been involved with the centre?
About 7 years in total. I used to be a voluntary assistant there.
During those 7 years, did you ever come into contact with a person called Lee Ruddock?
A few times.
Did he used to come into the community centre?
Once or twice.
Did he ever ask you if you could work there?
Yeah, about 2 years ago.
And what sort of job was he asking for?
He volunteered to come in and teach judo.
Was he a bona fide judo instructor?
He was pretty good. He was a green belt.
So he came into the club and taught judo?
Yeah.
And how long did that state of affairs continue?
He came in and did one evening.
Just one evening, in total?
Yeah.
And why did he not continue after that one evening?
I don't know. Couldn't say.
Why can't you say?
I just can't.
Mr. Brown, I would remind you that you're on oath in this courtroom. If you refuse to answer the questions, I shall have to consider holding you in contempt of court. Please, answer the questions.
Thank you, my lord. Why did Lee Ruddock not continue to teach judo at the community centre?
I threw him out.
Why?
He just didn't fit in.
Mr. Brown, did you throw Lee Ruddock out of the centre because he was attempting to sell anabolic steroids to some of your members?
Mr. Homewood, don't lead your witness. Mr. Brown, will you please tell the court why you expelled Mr. Ruddock from your club?
Lee Ruddock was trying to sell anabolic steroids to the kids.
Did you challenge Lee about his conduct?
Yeah, I told him it was out of order.
And what was his reaction to that?
He just laughed and said a few extra muscles never hurt anyone.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. No further questions, my lord.
No questions for this witness, my lord?
You see our Meadows?
Mr. Bennett to court number 2. Mr. Bennett to court number 2.
Leave him, Andy! Get your hands off me! Come on, let him go! You tried like a McCartney. You're a copper. You saw what he done. Did I? Well, go on. Nick him. It was self-defense, and you know it.
I think you'd better go, now.
I'm gonna have you. And that black honky bitch in there.
When you decided to take on the drugs case, D.I. Johnson was already under investigation for that death, wasn't she?
That's not my recollection.
Well, let me see. You first interviewed Claudia Morris at 10:50 that morning, and she made a complaint at 9:55. So when you went to interview her, you knew she'd already made an allegation of manslaughter against your detective inspector, didn't you?
Well, if that's your timing of the events, I won't quibble with you.
It's very magnanimous of you, Detective Chief Inspector, but it is on record. Why did you personally decide to interview Claudia Morris?
I felt it was an important case.
Because of the fact that your DI was under investigation?
No, because of the nature and quantity of the drugs found on the premises. There was about £3,000 worth of cocaine.
During your first interview with Miss Morris, commencing 10:50 in the morning, she didn't tell you anything, did she?
Hardly anything, as I recall.
Later at 12:15, you went back and interviewed her for a second time, didn't you?
I did.
So what did she tell you in the second interview that she didn't tell you in the first?
She told me that she'd seen Mr. Ruddock manufacturing and selling crack cocaine in Mr. Zander's flat.
Did you pressurize her? Or cajole her into admitting that she'd seen Mr. Ruddock making and selling drugs?
No, not at all.
I'd like to refer the court to exhibit number 5, the tape recording of Detective Chief Inspector Meadows' second interview with Claudia Morris. This is an excerpt from that interview, commencing page 2.
Xander still has everything, Claudia. He says you manufactured the drugs in the microwave while he's selling them in the parlour.
It's his word against mine.
We've got cocaine, we've got bicarbonate of soda, we've got knives, spoons, bowls, chopping boards, microwaves, even the bloody kitchen sink. And I'll put money that your prints are plastered all over them.
I told you, I never saw any drugs.
You never saw any drugs. So you didn't see a really great plastic bag full of white powder in the kitchen. You didn't see a stream of punters in the dining room sitting on the floor having a toke. So what are you, blind? Or are you just a compulsive liar?
I'm not a liar.
Really? Well, we were watching Xander's flat last night.
If you've got all this evidence, why don't you just charge me?
I want to give you a chance.
What did you mean when you said to her, I want to give you a chance?
I wanted to give her every opportunity of telling me the truth.
Were you trying to fix it? So that if Claudia withdrew her allegation against D.I. Johnson, you'd make sure she'd get off without any charges?
No, not at all.
The only reason you chose to interview Claudia Morris was because you knew she had a case against your officer.
That's not true.
And that's why you did a deal with her freedom for the freedom of your officer.
That's absolute rubbish.
Although Claudia Morris told you she saw Mr. Ruddock making and selling crack cocaine, did she confess to any involvement in these illicit activities herself?
She claims she had nothing to do with it.
And did you believe her?
I couldn't be positive one way or the other.
So when you told her in that second interview that you had evidence against her, you were lying, weren't you?
We had a certain amount of evidence, but I couldn't be sure that it was sufficient to level charges against him.
Surely you could have turned up some additional evidence?
I don't think so.
Oh, really? Did you say to Claudia Morris in the course of that second interview that a person with no previous convictions for drugs might get off with a caution, but in her case it would depend on what evidence you could turn up? Did you or did you not say that?
I did.
So was it your intention to turn up evidence against Claudia Morris if she refused to withdraw her complaint?
No, not at all.
Oh, come on, officer. You know the defendant killed Lee Ruddock and Claudia Morris was a witness and you were doing a deal with her to shut her up.
He's a liar.
Well, we'll leave it up to the jury to decide who's lying, shall we? Was it your intention to pervert the course of justice on behalf of D.I. Johnson?
No, it was not.
Well, the fact is that Claudia Morris did withdraw her complaint, and then you did release her without charge, didn't you?
She was released to return to Sunhill in 2 weeks' time, pending further inquiries.
And were charges ever brought against her?
No.
Did you yourself ask the Crown Prosecution Service to take no further action against her?
I did.
Yet in your interview, you're threatening her with a life imprisonment. Well, it's a bit of a change of heart, isn't it?
If you want the truth, I felt sorry for her. She just lost her boyfriend. I think he'd been using her. Just like he used every other person he could wield his evil powers over.
That's not true! He loved me! Sit down. She murdered him!
From what I've heard, Charles, if she is found guilty, you'd better be prepared for the onslaught of a full-scale inquiry into Jack Meadows and every other officer who was present on that operation.
Well, let's pray it doesn't come to that, sir.
Plus whatever mass corruption scandal the media manages to whip up. Anyway, I'll be at the yard with the Commissioner for the rest of the afternoon. Call me if there's any news.
Yes, sir, of course.
Detective Inspector Johnson, in relation to the interviews between Detective Chief Inspector Meadows and Claudia Morris, did you, at any time during the CIB investigation, discuss these interviews with Detective Chief Inspector Meadows?
No.
In light of the fact that a CIB investigation was already underway, would Claudia Morris withdrawing her complaint be sufficient reason for that investigation to be cancelled?
No.
Thank you. No further questions, my lord.
Detective Inspector Johnson, you say that a withdrawal of a complaint against an officer is not sufficient reason to halt a CIB investigation.
Not when there's a death involved, no.
But you and I both know that when Claudia Morris withdrew a complaint against you, that the matter would go no further. Director of Public Prosecutions would hardly instigate legal proceedings without a complaint, would it?
Well, perhaps you'd better ask them that question.
Knowing that you'd kill Lee Ruddock, you colleagues embarked upon a conspiracy to pervert the course of justice on your behalf. They instigated a cover-up, whereby officers at the scene turned a blind eye, and Detective Chief Inspector Meadows browbeat Claudia Morris into doing a deal to let you off the hook. And that is what happened.
Woods? Right. The jury's coming back in.
Will the foreman of the jury please stand? Has the jury reached a decision upon which it is unanimously agreed?
No, we haven't.
Please sit down. Members of the jury, I'm afraid I have to ask you to retire and reconsider the evidence which has been placed before you. And please, try to reach a verdict upon which you are all agreed. However, should this not be possible, I am able to accept a verdict upon which at least 10 of you are agreed. Thank you.
Yes, come in.
Any news yet, sir?
Nothing.
Probably just a couple of ditherers on the jury.
What the hell is there to dither about? I would have thought the whole case was black and white.
Foreman of the jury showing off to the judge that they're doing their job properly or something.
Well, let's hope you're right.
Problem is, you can never quite tell whether the jury has understood the theatre and rhetoric, let alone understood the facts of the case.
That's precisely what worries me. A few well-rehearsed questions and answers with a barrister, and even a prostitute like Claudia Morris can sound believable.
Well, at least we do have facts and evidence on our side.
But if the jury's anti-police, you can have all the facts and evidence in the world. It's not going to gain an acquittal, is it?
No.
Cheers.
Thanks, Garfield.
Just take it easy. We're not beaten yet.
If she keeps her cool, she'll get away with it.
Oh, don't be stupid, Dave. What did you say? What did Mike say, and Gary? We all said we saw nothing. What's that going to tell a jury?
That's going to tell them we've all been lying, we all saw her do it, and we've all been covering up for her.
But we haven't. We've all been telling the truth. What's the problem? I'll go back to sleep, Gary.
Will the foreman of the jury please stand? Have at least 10 of you agreed upon your verdict?
Yes, we have.
What is your verdict? Please only answer guilty or not guilty.
Not guilty.
Thank you.
Let the defendant be discharged.
Keep back! Keep back! Are you going to resign?
What do you think?
How do you feel now it's all over? Do you think Lee Ruddock's girlfriend tried to stitch you up?
I think you should ask her that.
Right, that's your luck.
Claudia! Morris, did you perjure yourself under oath, or do you think it was a police cover-up?
Is it true you're a prostitute? Is Lee Ruddock your pimp, Claudia?
Congratulations, Gov. Thanks, Tosh.
I bet that's the last time you try and save a crackhead.
Absolutely. R.I.P. Lee Ruddock, and good riddance.